Truth. Scene 1. Lights up on Adam, who sits at a desk. He is vigorously writing.
I feel like everything in the world has gotten brighter and bigger. Like some part of my brain has opened up to a brand new world. It's like what people say LSD is like. The world is filled with more color than I could have imagined.
Lights down on Adam. Lights up on Nolan, who lies in his bed with his feet up where his head should be. His hands over his face.
That feeling, that rush, that joy. I've never felt anything like it before. How can I feel all of that just from one moment in time? It's bliss and happiness, and I want to feel it all the time.
Lights up on Adam, who looks up from his writing to look at the audience. Nolan removes his hands from his face and moves to sit upright on his bed, facing the audience.
I'm in love. I've never felt anything this fast before.
What a rush!
It's like 1,000 emotions at once, and everything's blowing up in my head.
He takes my breath away.
I want to see him again.
I can't be with him. I mean,
I want to be with him,
but I can't. Nobody would understand. Everyone would think I'm crazy. But he's important. He's special. But I can't do it.
Both stand and turn towards each other. Lights up on the whole scene as they both enter a memory. Both walk toward each other. They reach each other in the center.
Hi.
Hello.
What a party, right?
Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy.
To tell you the truth, I don't want to be here.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You got dragged here too?
Yeah, my friend thought it would be fun to take me with him, even though we're both kind of obligated to make an appearance.
Oh.
He starts to walk away.
Wait, no, not like that. He just brought me along. I'm not here with anybody.
Walking back towards Adam.
Cool. Me neither. Like, someone made me come with them, but I'm not with them. You know what I mean?
Good.
Adam grabs Nolan's hand. They both stop for a moment, looking at each other's hands intertwined. Nolan drops the grip slowly, pulling his hand back and rubbing his hair.
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine.
I didn't mean to scare you off.
You didn't. I promise. I just don't think that we should do that here.
Why not?
Because, I mean, look where we are. Frat parties are not the place for boys to hold hands with each other.
Who cares what everyone else thinks? We're having fun. This is part of it.
Adam grabs Nolan's hand once again. Lights up on the whole stage. Boys and girls flood the space and loud music starts blaring. Everyone is drunk and enjoying the freedom of college. Two girls split Adam and Nolan up and they get lost in the crowd. They both try to look for each other, but they are lost in the sea of drunken college kids. Danny grabs Adam's arm and drags him away from the crowd. Lights up on the two of them and down on the rest of the party.
Hey Adam, isn't this party rocking?
Yeah, the beta guys really know how to throw a party.
Unlike our Phi Delta boys. Seriously, our party sucks.
Oh,
Did you meet any hot girls?
No one has really caught my eye yet. Danny, how much have you had to drink?
Not enough!
Danny shouts and then spots a girl across the stage and swaggers over to her. Lights down on Adam and up on Nolan, who has gotten stuck in the crowd. He pushes his way out and sits on a chair. He looks around trying to find Adam, but is spotted instead by Tess. She stumbles over to him and a drink in her hand.
Hey you! Aren't you glad I brought you here?
Not really.
Oh, come on, Nolan.
You know this isn't my scene.
Yeah?
So why'd you bring me here?
Sitting on Nolan's lap and wrapping her arm around his neck.
Look, you're not meeting anyone just by sitting on your ass all day. I thought that bringing you to Beta Chi's party tonight would help open you up and get you to try to meet someone. Seriously, there isn't going to be anyone hot on your computer screen.
Oh, believe me, Tess, there can be.
Gives him a kiss on the cheek.
Just try to be open-minded, okay? Stay for a bit longer and then we can go.
Fine, but if I catch some weird frat boy disease when I'm here, I'm blaming you.
Jumping off of his lap.
Get off your ass and drink.
She grabs his hand and drags him back into the crowd. Lights up on the whole stage. Adam and Nolan reach the front of the stage opposite each other and facing away from each other. The crowd gets rowdier as the music continues to blare. Some girls laughing, some boys shouting. Adam and Nolan get pushed around until they bump into each other on center, not noticing each other. Tess is holding onto Nolan's arm. She sees Adam and nudges Nolan towards him, only to make them bump into each other again. They turn around and face each other, and they both instantly become more relaxed.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey!
Hi.
Nolan and Tess look at each other. Nolan tries to tell Tess to leave.
I'll leave you two alone.
Tess disappears into the crowd.
I didn't get your name before.
Oh, I'm Nolan.
Adam.
They shake hands. They hold this grip for longer than is comfortable, but they don't seem to mind it. Nolan realizes that they are still holding hands and takes his back.
So, do you come to these parties often?
Well, I kind of have to. I'm a Phi Delta.
What's that?
It's another fraternity.
Oh. Wow. That was stupid.
I'm assuming you're not a frat guy then, right?
You're assuming correctly.
So what brought you here?
My friend Tess. She's an Alpha Pi or Phi or something.
Are you a freshman?
No, junior. You?
Same.
Cool. Well, I should go find Tess.
Okay.
Nolan starts to walk away.
Wait! Can I have your phone number?
What?
Can I have your number? In case you ever come to one of these again and want to hang out with someone when Tess leaves you alone.
Okay, sure.
They exchange numbers.
Well, I'll see you around.
They
Bye.
part ways, and Nolan immediately runs into Tess. The two leave the party.
So, who was he?
Just some frat guy.
Oh, come on, Nolan. I could tell you were interested. Did you get his number?
Yeah, so?
That's great! You finally met someone in the real world.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna act on it.
Why not?
He'd never be interested in me. Besides, I don't even know if he's gay.
You never know. Just don't lose his number. It could come in handy.
Tess walks off stage. Nolan stands alone looking at his phone. He then looks at the audience, sighs, and walks off. Scene 2. Adam sits by himself on the ground reading a book. He is leaning against his backpack, looking up towards the sky. Nolan enters, not noticing Adam. He starts to walk past. Adam looks up from his book and notices it's Nolan.
Nolan, right?
What? Oh, hi. Adam.
Yep.
How are you?
I've been okay. How about you?
Could be better.
Sitting down next to Adam.
What book are you reading?
On the Road by Jack Kerouac.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'd love to read it.
I could lend you my copy.
Sure. Whenever you finish it.
I actually finished it. Here you go.
Adam hands the book over. They touch hands, but neither is bothered by it. Nolan takes the book with his other hand and intertwines his fingers with Adam's. Adam doesn't move away or show any sign of wanting to and locks his hand into Nolan's.
What's wrong?
What am I doing?
I'm all right with it.
I don't know if I am.
What?
Look, I barely know you, and
What does that matter?
you could be crazy and try to kill me in my sleep for all I know.
Or it could be someone who wants to get to know you better.
Well, yeah, but
Putting his hand on Nolan's leg.
Look, don't try to find the worst in everyone.
I don't. I just haven't figured you out yet.
And give me time to let you do that.
Danny enters.
Hey, Adam!
Adam hears Danny, turns to look at him, and moves his hand immediately.
What's up? You coming by Alpha Chi tonight? Those girls are throwing an awesome party.
Yeah, I might show up.
Oh, dude, come on.
Pushing his shoulder.
Get that stick out of your ass.
I'll try to make an appearance.
Cool. See you later.
Danny exits. Adam sighs and turns back to Nolan, who has folded his arms up and moved away from Adam.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Nolan.
Standing up,
I have to go.
Nolan exits quickly, leaving the copy of On the Road next to Adam. Adam picks up the book and looks after Nolan. Scene 3. Tess and Nolan sit in Nolan's bedroom on the bed. They are talking.
So, you talked to him. That's some progress.
Not really, Tess.
No.
I can't tell if he's gay. And if he is, he's definitely not comfortable with it.
What are you talking about?
Remember when I first came out to you? How scared I was to actually tell someone I wasn't like everyone else, and that I didn't want to be with someone like you?
Yeah? So?
If I'm going to be with someone, I want them to be happy with me and comfortable with being publicly gay.
Nolan, why does that matter?
Wouldn't you hate it if you were dating a guy that wasn't proud of being with you? Who didn't make you feel like you're the most important thing in the world to him? That's why it matters. Being comfortable with who you are translates over into being happy in a relationship with someone.
You really think too much about all this.
I think logically.
Logical thinking isn't going to get you a boyfriend.
But it will help me think clearly about the decisions I make when I do want to date someone. Unlike you, who just jumps on the first frat guy you find at a party.
I don't do that.
Yes, you do. Every guy you've dated in the past year has been a random frat guy that you drunkenly hooked up with at a party. And you cared a lot about the relationships and wanted to make them work, while the guys didn't care and kept hooking up with other girls and didn't tell you.
That's my fatal flaw, so what?
That isn't a solid foundation for a relationship, Tess.
Who are you to tell me how to build a relationship, Nolan? You're hopeless in love. You've never been in a relationship. You've just pined after guys who turn out to be straight or don't want to date you, and then you bitch and moan about the fact that you can't find someone to be with. The only way you can get satisfaction is from the solidarity of your dorm room and your computer late at night. Don't tell me that thinking logically will somehow get you a guy. It's not working now, and it won't ever work.
Tess,
I have to get ready for the party tonight.
please, just...
I'll talk to you later.
Tess walks out of the room, her anger still hanging in the air. Nolan falls back on his bed groaning. Scene 4. Adam and Danny stand together at the drink table as the frat party grows in front of them. Girls and boys are dancing and drinking to the loud music. Tess can be seen dancing with a group of girls near Adam and Danny, shoving Adam's shoulder.
Dude, what the hell's wrong with you?
What? Nothing. I'm just tired.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am, Danny. I'm sorry. I just want to leave.
Adam starts to walk away.
You need to get fucked.
I'm sorry.
What?
You heard me. I don't think that's going to solve any of my problems, Danny.
Solves all of mine.
Well, I'm not like you. I'd rather stay in my room than go to these parties and stick my dick in the first thing that walks past me and drink until I can't see straight.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
I told you, I'm fine.
Adam looks back into the crowd of drunk college kids. Danny pours alcohol into 2 red cups. He hands one to Adam. Tess walks over to the table of drinks and pours herself something to drink.
What's this?
Fireball whiskey. Drink up.
Danny, I don't want it.
I'm not letting you leave until you drink that, or go talk to some girl. Just do it, okay?
Fine.
Adam drinks quickly, flinching as he finishes. He pours himself another glass and finishes it even quicker than the first. He continues to do this as Danny watches.
Whoa, slow down. I meant take your time, not down all the alcohol you can.
Tess stands by watching. She finishes her drink quickly as Adam continues to pour himself drinks. She pushes herself next to Adam, trying to figure out who he is in her drunken stupor. Danny watches, continuing to drink.
Drinking contest?
What?
First to finish the next cup wins.
What's the prize?
Let's play to find out.
She pours 2 cups of Fireball whiskey. She hands one to Adam.
Have I met you before?
Yeah, at Beta Cat's party.
Oh yeah, you were there with Nolan.
Let's not talk about him.
She knocks her cup against Adam's.
Drink up.
They drink. They finish at the same time.
Another round?
Adam pours the alcohol. They drink and finish at the same time again.
Best 2 out of 3?
She pours the alcohol. This time, Adam finishes first.
Well, look at that. You beat me.
Indeed. What's my prize?
Tess looks at Adam for a moment with drunken eyes. She then smiles deviously. Tess closes the space between them, kissing Adam sloppily on the lips. Adam is surprised by the action and pulls away from her, not responding to the kiss at all, wiping his lips.
Well, that was an interesting prize.
Good.
She kisses him again, and he doesn't pull her closer. She latches onto him, wrapping her arms around his neck. Adam pulls away again.
I got this thing for frat guys.
Which is... Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to help you fulfill your urges tonight.
What, are you gay or something? Well, too bad for you. I don't care if you're gay or not. I'm in a bad mood and I want you tonight.
Tess kisses Adam again. He pulls her off of him with more force this time.
I'm sorry.
He exits, wiping his lips with disgust, a disgusted expression on his face, leaving Tess alone in the midst of the party. Scene 5. Nolan sits on a bench in the dark of the night. He is bouncing his head along to the music blaring from the frat houses. Adam enters, stumbling a bit. He sits down on the bench next to Nolan, not realizing there's someone else there. He then turns and sees Nolan.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Seems like you've had too much to drink.
Yeah. Hey, you're Nolan!
Yeah, I am.
I talked to you the other day.
Yes, you did.
You're a cool dude, Nolan. Not like all the other guys I'm usually with.
Thanks.
Why are you here?
Pointing in the direction of his door.
My dorm is right over there, and I like the music, but I hate the parties. And it's a nice night, so I thought I'd enjoy it in my own way.
That's nice. You know, now that I think about it, I like hanging out with you more than all those people.
Why is that?
Putting his hand on Nolan's leg, close to the gap close to Nolan's hand that is placed there.
You're way more real than all of them. You have more sense.
Well, thank you.
Maybe I'm just really drunk, but I'm really liking how this feels.
Maybe you are.
But maybe I'm not. I liked holding your hand at the other party that other night. It felt, I don't know, natural and right. Like I was supposed to be holding your hand. And this girl kissed me tonight and it felt all gross and wrong. But maybe it won't feel wrong kissing you.
What are you saying?
They look at each other for a moment until Adam closes the gap between them, pulling Nolan into a soft kiss. Nolan doesn't know what to do with his hand, but relaxes into the kiss. The kiss lasts for a few moments. They pull apart, looking at each other breathlessly.
Interesting. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect that.
Nolan pulls away from Adam.
Was it bad?
No! It was nice. I liked it.
Good.
They sit in silence for a moment, not looking at each other. Nolan looks at Adam, and then looks away. Adam looks at Nolan. Nolan looks back up at Adam.
What?
I don't know. That was just really nice.
It was.
They hold each other's gaze for a moment. Nolan moves closer to Adam, moving slowly, not trying to scare him off. He puts his hand on Adam's cheek and smiles. Nolan slowly closes the gap between them, starting another soft kiss. Danny then enters, looking for Adam. He's stumbling. The alcohol he has been drinking all night hitting him hard. He sees Nolan and Adam on the bench, kissing. They pull apart as Danny walks over to them. They try and figure out who it is in the moonlight.
Some weird shit right there.
Danny gets close enough to them that he can see Adam's face in the moonlight.
Adam?
Adam jumps away from Nolan, hearing the familiar voice.
Hey, Danny.
What the hell are you doing?
He got something in his eye and he couldn't see, so I was helping him with it.
Whatever, dude.
Danny sits on the bench next to Adam.
That girl really wanted you tonight, didn't she?
Yeah, it seems so.
Adam is looking at Danny with wonder. He then kisses him on the lips. Nolan looks on with shock, standing up and walks away to his dorm room. Danny pulls away from Adam, wiping his mouth.
What the hell, dude?
I don't know, man. It's the alcohol.
That's messed up.
Danny stumbles off the bench and exits, leaving Adam alone. Adam turns to say something to Nolan, but sees that he has left. He looks around, trying to find Nolan. Scene 6. Tess sits in her dorm room, which is set the same as Nolan's. lies on her bed with her head where her feet should be with an ice pack on her head. Nolan enters and sees her door. Nolan laughs as he hears it through the door. Tess gets up from her bed and opens her door. She sees Nolan there and slams it in his face.
Tess!
Go away, Nolan. I don't want to talk to you.
Well, I want to talk to you.
Well, I don't care.
Come on, Tess.
Tess stands up and opens the door. Nolan enters her room and sits on the floor.
What do you want?
I wanted to say I'm sorry.
Lying back down on her bed and putting the ice pack back on her head.
Apology not accepted.
You didn't even let me finish.
Apology still not accepted.
Look, Tess, I was way out of line when I said all of that to you. I didn't mean any of it.
But somehow you got it totally correct.
What are you talking about?
I went to Alpha Kai's party last night and once again found myself drunk and making out with some random frat guy.
Well, at least you're being consistent.
Funny thing is, it was the guy that you were talking to at that other party.
Well, you're gonna find this a shocker.
What?
He kissed me last night, too.
You're not serious, are you?
I am.
Explain.
I was sitting outside listening to the music from the parties, and Adam happened to drunkenly come over to where I was sitting. And then he told me about not liking how it felt when some girl kissed him at the party, and then he kissed me. And then he kissed one of his frat friends.
Well, that's just great.
I don't know what it means. I've never felt something like that before, but him kissing his friend worries me.
Nolan, I wasn't being serious.
Oh.
Look, I'm happy for you and everything, but I'm hungover, have a completely massive headache, and realize that everything you said about me yesterday was completely true. And I kissed Adam on purpose.
Your turn to explain.
I saw him at the party and immediately thought, this is how I can get back at Nolan for making me feel like crap about my romantic decisions. Kiss the guy he's interested in. But when I kissed him and he didn't kiss me back, it made me feel worse. And I kissed him a bunch of times, which just embarrassed me and made me realize that I keep making the decision to be with stupid frat guys who don't care about having a relationship with me. Because I'm not willing enough to have a committed relationship with anyone when I just throw myself at a random guy and expect him to love me immediately.
Tess?
I'm just screwed up a bit.
No, you're not. Look, I was annoyed with you when I said that, and I wasn't thinking correctly. You're a wonderful person that I'm lucky enough to call my best friend. And you deserve someone who wants to be with you and care about you and shower you with nice things. Yes, there's going to be bumps in the road that get you to the person who's your soulmate, but that's just life.
You're a lot smarter than you seem, Nolan.
Oh, wow, thanks.
I mean in the way of relationships and love.
Somehow that's something I can mostly understand in life. Look, I'm sorry. Can you just forget I said all of those things to you?
Already forgotten.
Nolan gets on the bed with Tess and pulls her into a hug. Scene 7. Adam sits on the ground reading another book. Nolan enters and sees Adam and sits next to him.
Hey,
Hi.
new book?
Yeah.
Cool.
Danny then rushes in looking for Adam.
Adam, where the hell have you been? In class in here. What's up? I need to talk to you.
About what? Why are you so angry?
You know exactly what.
No, I don't.
Kiss me.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Dang, I was completely wasted. I wasn't thinking straight at all.
You weren't?
Turning to Nolan.
No, I was.
So what? You're gay?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Look,
Faggots?
Excuse me?
Getting in Nolan's face.
You heard me.
Nolan shoves Danny.
I'm not a fag.
I don't care what you say. Fuck off, fag.
Nolan punches Danny in the face. Danny holds his nose in pain.
Nolan, what are you doing?
Danny looks at Nolan with disgust. He then punches Nolan in the face. They start fighting, trying to break up the fight.
Danny! Nolan! Stop it! Stop!
Adam manages to pull them off of each other. Nolan and Danny are breathing hard, ready to fight again.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? You're the one who jumped on me last night.
It was the alcohol.
Yeah, right. And making out with this fag was part of it too?
Nolan tries to break away from Adam to fight Danny again, but Adam holds him back.
Look, I don't know. It was and it wasn't. I can't even remember.
Don't make me a part of your gay activities. It's just wrong.
He breaks away from Adam and exits. Adam turns to Nolan, who looks at him furiously.
I can't believe you.
Nolan,
No, you're too afraid of your feelings and who you actually are to understand what you did the other night.
I'm not afraid.
Yes, you are, Adam! Look, you're pathetic and you don't even understand. Everything that's happened between us has been real and important to me, and then you just go sticking your tongue down random throats and saying that you're not gay when you clearly are. You're so afraid to be gay and accepting of yourself around your frat friends because somehow it's a sin to be that way.
Nolan, I just can't do it.
Can't do what?
Be like you. Be completely comfortable and confident in being gay.
Why not? It's really not that hard.
But it is, Nolan. Feeling unnatural and not like every other guy our age? Wanting to be with boys way more than I want to be with girls? It doesn't make sense in my head, but it makes sense in my heart.
Then let your heart take over.
I can't.
Why? Because you're afraid of what everyone else will think?
Yes? Look, I like you a lot. I really do. And kissing you and holding your hand made me finally understand how a boy can make me feel. And I don't want to lose that. Please, Nolan?
How would you feel if you were with someone who didn't feel proud of you or themselves? It'd make you feel pretty shitty. Feeling like you're their secret and they can't share you with anybody because they're afraid of what people will think. Look, just give me time to think. I think you're fantastic in everything. But if you can't be comfortable with yourself, then I can't be with you.
Nolan exits. Adam sits back on the ground. He looks after Nolan.
God, I'm so stupid.
Adam runs out. Scene 8. Nolan is walking to his dorm room. Adam rushes after him, finally catching up.
Nolan!
Adam! What the hell are you doing? Did you follow me?
Look, I've been thinking about what you said.
Okay, so?
I realized how stupid I was being about everything with you. Confusing you, not thinking straight, not understanding what I was actually feeling.
Can you just get to the point? I have homework to do.
Look, I still have a lot of understanding to do. About myself and what it's like to be gay and how I'm going to approach it. But I'd love it if you could help me along the way and be there for support.
I don't know if I can do that, Adam.
Just give me a chance.
What if you don't get comfortable with it, Adam? I don't want to feel like you're ashamed to be with me. If you want to be with me, you need to want to be with me all the time. Not just in private, where only we know about it. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Nolan, please.
No, Adam. Don't string me along if it's just going to be a waste of my time.
Adam interrupts Nolan with a fierce kiss. Nolan doesn't push him away. They pull apart after a moment.
Just take me with all my flaws. Help me work them out. Help me feel comfortable like you do. I want to feel that way. I really do. I just haven't been able to understand my feelings for another guy until you came around. Please?
You're crazy. But it's a good crazy. I like it. I'll take it.
They kiss again. Lights to black. End of play.